Well, hello everyone and welcome back to another video of the F1 2021 Driver Career Mode with Mercedes, episode number 35 today for the Portuguese Grand Prix of Season 3, round number 3. If you missed the previous episode loaded at Mimela, like we did yesterday, then I recommend go and check that out, and of course subscribe if you're new to the channel. See plenty more F1 2021 Driver Career Mode episodes as well. So yes, obviously yesterday, of course, spoiler alert if you haven't seen it, 2 podiums in a row now. So can we keep that momentum going today at Portimao? We'll have to wait and see. However, upgrades. We've got a big upgrade coming on weight redistribution. That won't come in time for this race, unfortunately, but that will be on the car for Monaco. And it's just a whether about where we put the front or rear downforce. I'd like to get some points off, but even in the practice programs, like for ultimate weight reduction, ultimate R&D upgrades, they're only giving me like 1% for each practice program, which is not a lot. So they're still expensive upgrades. But speaking of upgrades, Red Bull have bought some, and McLaren. So Red Bull have gone from being a pixel behind Ferrari. Now they went in front of Ferrari. Ferrari have bought a minor upgrade to Portugal. McLaren are big gainers as well. Can they get back involved? Especially the fact Ricciardo should be in good momentum after winning last time out in Imola. But another new track, the second one in a row now, as we enter Portimao, another track that don't really have that great pace on, to be honest. On the a couple of races I've done again so far in Grand Prix mode, and well, we're down in our customary P8, which is about where we are, because of course the rest of the field are far too far behind to be able to catch even me. Well, I do wonder there as we go wide at that turn. On the I'll get a warning for track extending. Not, as I say, this is a. I'm still getting to grips with this car. At early days feels very understeery in this car, very slidey as well. This corner is awful. You can just end up spearing off left, right, and centre most of the time to the right. This corner you don't go wide, lucky to keep it there. Then we go up the hill, make sure not to slide through there. We're 2/10 off though, Stroll, so it's not, we do have, it could be worse. I'm not going to lie, it could be worse. But to be honest, we're not really looking to gain any time. Stroll, Ricciardo, who first and second and last time out, aren't that there. In the end, it's Verstappen on pole, and we're half a tenth off, half a second behind Stroll, and a full 7/10 behind Hamilton. So there's not good pace around here. Gasly doing wonders in the AlphaTauri. So we'll see what we can do. Damage limitation against Verstappen and Sainz. Time for the race.
The Formula One circus has made its way to the southern coast of Portugal this week, and it's preparing for what I expect to be a terrific race here in Portimao. So Portimao features 15 turns over the course of its 2.9 mile length. 9 are right-handers, 6 are to the left, and this is a track with a lot of uphill action, which only accentuates the importance of getting those exits right, especially at turn 4, where a good line can present opportunities to pass on the way into turn 5.
Yeah, unfortunately, my game was having game sync issues, so it wouldn't load the intro for some reason. Apologies about that. Basically, in terms of the grid, Lando Norris starts down in P13, so he has taken an engine penalty. We'll see if he comes through. That puts us up into P7. Now, we're going to do a one stop from soft to medium, but it looks like we're going to lap 9. So we'll see what we can do then. Private lights at the Portuguese Grand Prix. Lights out and away we go, and it's a good start compared to Stroll, but Stroll then comes back in the second phase of the start there. He's going to have the inside, which is not where we want to be. We're going to go around the outside of Stroll. Oh, I think there's a little bit of contact there between myself and the Canadian. So he doesn't give me any space whatsoever on the outside there. But we have made it up into P6. As virtual safety car has been was deployed for no apparent reason there. Don't know why it was recorded. I did flick through the replay cameras. I think there's just a little bit of contact as well. So we're up to P6. Next up is Hamilton. Are we going to have a look at the hairpin? Round the outside at the hairpin. I was thinking about the inside, but it's the outside that where we make the move, and it's a lovely little move there. Round the outside of Hamilton, who's not had a great start to the season there. After a little bit of after his horrific race yesterday at Imola, but nevertheless, Hamilton, of course, isn't going to go up. He's keen to show that he's not getting. I'm not going to wipe the floor with him, and he tries to have a go on the outside there. Nothing really doing there, and he has to fall in behind. But jump to lap 8 then. Yes, the top 4 have too much pace. You can see that I'm having just sliding all over the place with these soft compound tyres, and that's going to give Hamilton the advantage up the hill for this almost blind right-hander, and go down the hill, and we're able to keep ahead of Hamilton for now. But up to P5 then, as people start to pit. Here's a replay then, going side by side, fair racing between myself and Lewis, but I'm pretty sure, again, he is a championship rival. We'll never rule out Lewis Hamilton, as people are starting to come in. Leclerc and Sainz are both, Leclerc and Carlo, excuse me, are into the pits, and there's contact with Hamilton, as Hamilton has gone off, and I think the safety car's being deployed. This is a replay on board with Lewis, so I've gone to take the racing line here. There's a little bit more room on the curb there, I feel. It's a little bit iffy, but because I've moved to the left-hand side to take the race, make the corner. So it's a little bit iffy. Let me know what you think in the comments below, but I think that's the FIA have declared it a racing incident. The safety car is out to clear that Hamilton's front wing. We're going to come in and change our change our tyres onto a set of softs, so we should be able to. We'll see if we can jump a few people, though, looking like Leclerc and Ricciardo go through, so they are comfortably ahead. Yeah, Lewis, he's made contact for the second race in a row, and that table of Toto Wolff will have definitely be slammed. But here's the race lead under the safety car then. Max Verstappen leads ahead of Esteban Ocon, who's yet to stop. Carlos Sainz is third. Mick Schumacher in the Haas is fourth. I don't think the Haas has ever been that high up, as we're now going to Muller Nicholas Latifi on the restart. I thought that might have been a little bit too early to make the overtake, but apparently it isn't. So we are passed up into P7. Now we need to get Ricciardo dived on the inside. We can get Leclerc as well, as a lock up from Schumacher causes Leclerc to make a little bit wider entry. We've got 2 positions at once there. Fantastic overtake. It wasn't Iron Leclerc, but I mean, we'll take it. I mean, that's going to give us. I think that's actually going to give us a net podium. Excuse me. Once everybody comes and makes their stops, we're going to have a look at Schumacher. Try and go around the outside Schumacher, but then we get a little bit of a twitch. Lucky not to make contact with Schumacher there on the exit. We're going to have to just wait behind there, and now we're all over the back of Schumacher through this middle sector. I mean, he is just a bit of cardboard. He's driving it. I'm having to break through the corner. He's that slow. I mean, that is just how fast the Haas is in this career mode of ours, real life really, as he peels into the pits. We were teaming up for a lovely move around the outside there in the final corner as well. But as we jumped into lap 17, not a lot happened in the final race. We have a good straight line speed, which is good for tracks like Azerbaijan, Canada and so on that are coming up. So it was damage limitation today. Verstappen was really untouchable ahead of Sainz as well. But for us, it's a 3rd podium in a row after that contact. So I will definitely take another podium as well. 3 times on the podium so far. Lando Norris gets driver of the day from his drive, unsurprisingly from outside the top 10 as well. But third there, my fastest lap there, interestingly, was set on the mediums as well. So just goes to show that tyre wear might be a thing that we look at as well on the Sashi side of things as well. Hamilton only recovered to 14th. His fastest lap was slower than ours, but bear in mind he would have been in a lot of traffic, so it's not really representative there. So pace is a little bit unknown. I'll obviously look at, again, like Imola, look at a setup, but Lewis is already fallen quite a way behind. 39 points is a big difference. And to only come out of Portimao with 2 points behind Verstappen is a good thing. Bearing in mind we have got Monaco next to come. We've dropped to 4th in the Constructors' Championship. Red Bull and Ferrari now have the lead. But, I mean, this is just going to go backwards and forwards.
The fans really seem to enjoy that. You made it look easy. You're no longer in the top spot. Are you hoping to regain it?
Of course, I mean, when we win it, hopefully we can win as soon as possible.
You scraped the walls a few times. Were you struggling for grip?
Not going to answer that. Obviously, the answer is that, yes.
Sounds like there's some work to do back at the factory.
For once with Claire, I actually agree with her. There is some work to do back at the factory. It's just about making the right upgrades. Rear downforce, potentially. I mean, I was losing the back end quite a lot. Monaco isn't a good track for me traditionally, so that's definitely going to be something to look out for. But then we got 3 tracks in a row where if we can't win those 3 tracks, then I don't know if we can win the season, to be honest. Bearing in mind we will obviously finish strongly, because those last 5 races, Italy, Singapore, USA, not great at, but we have had good results. I have had good results there so far. 2 second places. So in recent episodes, Mexico and then Brazil to round off the series. So there's a whole load. Those last 5 races could be a swing back towards us, and we've obviously got obviously the middle lot, Britain, Hungary, and the Netherlands, will be painful. I'm not going to lie. So yes, if you have then enjoyed this video, then leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and you see plenty more F1 2021 driver career mode videos as and when they come out. Until the next video then, I'll see you next time. Take care, thanks so much for watching, enjoy the rest of your day, and goodbye.